how were you introduced to Cape Fear and the services that we offer?
Your wife, because she had rave reviews about your service and what you did and how long you were experienced with all these systems. And as it turned out, we had an issue with a nationwide company that we had before. They really didn't seem like they cared to resolve an emergency issue quickly. We had no heat whatsoever during a snowstorm, and they didn't want to resolve the issue within, they couldn't resolve it within for 3 to 5 days. Fortunately, through your wife, we contacted you, and you had the parts that were available, and you were able to come out and fix it that evening, and which saved us a whole lot of trouble because my wife was traveling, and we had dogs in the house that would have froze to death practically.
Once you had the introduction to Cape Fear and the services we offer, what was it beyond the initial interaction, this initial resolution of the situation, that gave you a feeling that you would be well served by Cape Fear for future?
When you finished the job, you took the time to present your report to me and explain what each of the numbers meant. I don't think I've ever had that before with the other services that we've contracted with in the past. Essentially gave us an invoice and said, okay, hey, your numbers look good. Thank you, bye-bye. Let me have your check. Once you finished the first time servicing our unit, having that report, having the numbers in front of you and having an explanation of what they mean, the airflow and the static charge and what have you, it kind of gave me a confidence that you know what you're doing and that you believed in the work you were doing and you were very experienced in handling the situation. So, as soon as you sat there and went through and explained everything to me, and I went, oh, okay, you value me as a customer and you treat me with intelligence, well, this is a company that I want to contract with. So that's immediately we went inside the maintenance contract with Cape Fear.
And the initial issue was a heating issue. What has been your experience since then with the cooling and the difference in the way Cape Fear handled your cooling maintenance versus what you were used to in the past?
It's the confidence, it's the time you take to not only maintain the system. It kind of seemed like before it was a quick cleaning and then give me your check and run off. You take the time to really thoroughly test the system, to clean it, to get it to where it's running efficiently, and then take the time to come in and sit down and chat. Here are the numbers again. This is what's going on with your system, and I feel okay. I'm confident that now we're starting to get to the spring and summer months. My air conditioning system is going to work great. And same thing when the winter comes around, you're going to check it out, and like you did for the last winter, checked it out, and our house was just completely heated throughout those snowstorms, what have you. It was a completely comfortable house. So it's the time you take, it's the time you visit with the customer to make sure that they're confident that everything is up and running. And we never got that before with any of the other air conditioning or heating companies.
Would you recommend Cape Fear to your mother or your neighbor?
I do it all the time. We have a next door site that the entire community throughout North Hills and up to Fox Run, etc. Every once in a while somebody will post a comment or a question. Hey, our air conditioning or heating is down, who do you recommend? And I get on there, and every time I see that, I say, call Stephen with Cape Fear. Here is the Raleigh number. Call him right away. Trust me. You will not be disappointed in the services. And there have been quite a few people that have called you, and I hear them posting on afterwards, hey, this was a great experience. I didn't need to replace this part. Now my heating or air conditioning is up and running and wasn't that complicated of a scenario. So I recommend it all the time. I get online and try it. Anybody who asks, I tell them, call Stephen at Cape Fear. Well, I look forward to having a nice frosty summer.